I am Claudius. I began the definitive conquest of Britain after early invasion by Caesar and Caligula. Due to my limp and slight deafness, nobody, of potential enemies, saw me as a serious threat, so I became the Roman emperor. I was an able and efficient administrator, an ambitious builder, constructing many new roads, aqueducts, and canals across the empire.
I'm Boudica. I was the queen of the British Celtic Iceni tribe. I was flogged and my daughters raped. I led an uprising against the occupying force of the Roman Empire. I defeated a detachment of Legionine Hispana and burned and destroyed Londinium. 70,000 Romans and British were killed and tortured.
I am Athelstan. I defeated a combined army of Scots, Celts, Danes, and Vikings. For the first time, an individual Anglo-Saxon kingdom was brought together to create a single and unified England. After conquering the Viking kingdom of York, I was the first Anglo-Saxon ruler of all the whole England and the king of all Britain.
William I the Conqueror, 1066, 1087. I was the first Norman king. I ordered the compilation of the Domesday Book, where all of the England was recorded, so I knew exactly what my new kingdom contained and how much taxes I could raise in order to found my armies. I also developed a massive plan to build Norman castles.
When I was 16, I was leading my own army putting down rebellions in France. Although crowned King of England, I only spent 6 months in England. I was the leading Christian commander during the Third Crusade.
John Lackland was an England king who was born in the 24th of December of 1166 and died in the 19th of October of 1216. He was King of England from 1199 until his death in 1216. He lost the Duchy of Normandy and most of his other French lands to the King Philip II of France.
I had 6 wives. With this rhyme, you can remember them. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. My first divorce caused a split from Rome, and I declared myself the head of the Church of England. I dissolved the monasteries, and with the money gained, I brought about an effective navy.
I'm Elizabeth I. I was a remarkable woman, noted for my wisdom. I was popular with the people and had a genius for the selection of capable advisors. Drake and many more made England respected and feared. I defeated the Spanish Armada, and the first Virginian colony was founded.
I'm Charles I. I tried to get married with Mariana de España, but I was rejected because I wasn't Catholic. I believed that I ruled by divine right, so I found difficult to reign with the parliament, and I didn't accept the constitutional document, the Petition of Right. This led to the outbreak of the English Civil War in 1642. I was beheaded.
Y me sé las respuestas por no preguntar. Ya sentí como nadie cuando tuve el bien, y lloré como todos cuando algo se va. Nadie te enseña a ser fuerte, pero te obligan. Nunca nadie quiso un débil para confiar. Nadie te enseña los pasos.
Hello, I'm Oliver Cromwell. I was a Lord Protector from 1653 to 1658. I was a leading Puritan figure. I raised cavalry forces and organized the new model army. When Charles I was executed, I declared Britain a republic, the Commonwealth, and he went on to become its Lord Protector, a de facto dictatorship.
George III. My reign was one of elegance but also one of the most intense kingdoms, including the Industrial Revolution, the Boston Tea Party in 1773, that was the first sign of the troubles that were to come in America. The American colonies proclaimed their independence on July 4, 1776, and I had to deal with the Napoleonic Wars. In 1801, Ireland was added to Great Britain, so the United Kingdom was created.
This artwork is called Portrait of a Woman of the Hofer family. Its author is called Swabian. He painted it around 1470. The lady's identity is unknown, but we can see that she holds a forget-me-not for remembrance. She has a fly on her headdress painted with a lot of details and a little shadow. During the Renaissance, it was very common and popular to include creatures like flies to trick the eye.
My years on the throne were difficult. The First World War in 1914 to 1918 and the troubles in Ireland, which led to the creation of the Irish Free State, were considerable problems. In 1911 was established the supremacy of the elected British House of Commons over the unelected House of Lords, and in 1924 the first Labour PM was appointed.
I'm George VI. Throughout the Second World War, that started in 1939, the Queen and me set an example of courage and fortitude. We remained at Buckingham Palace for the duration of the war in spite of the bombing. The palace was bombed more than once. I was in close touch with the Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, throughout the war. The post-war years of my reign were one of great social change and saw the start of the National Health Service.
Hi, I'm Winston Churchill and I'm going to talk about myself. I was the Prime Minister who led Britain to victory in the Second World War against Hitler. Ideologically, I was an economic liberal. I began and ended my parliamentary career as a member of the Conservative Party, and I received the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1953, and I was considered the most important figure in British history.